So I've been a fan of the show since it started, and season 3 just continues to be an absolute treat. Robert, I'll start with you. One of the cool things I thought about this season was that we get to see more of Klaus really embracing his powers and using them more. What was that like for you, getting to explore that side of Klaus?
Oh, very meaty, very plenty to get your teeth into. And I suppose really exploring the powers for Klaus is exploring and nurturing his relationship with his father. Really, this is what it comes down to. And so it was good. It was Klaus sort of finally has a reason and a motive for cornering a sort of a atypically tranquil version of our father, and I think his timing is fortunate because he's able to teach Hargreaves something, and so that kind of puts them on a little bit more of a level playing field. And it was lovely, I mean, it was really nice. I had my own little storyline, plenty days off,
Yeah.
and nice fun scenes with Colin Feore, mess around, lots of variation. Got to sit and eat cereal and watch William Shatner in some TV. What's it called? TJ Hooker?
Oh, TJ Hooker, yeah.
Yeah. It was lovely stuff. It's really, it's nice. It's fun stuff we get to go to work for, and play around. And honestly, Colin Feore, messing aside, is an absolute inspiration of a being. Incredibly hardworking, great work ethic. Like our scripts change, like scenes might be cut or they might expand and morph. And, so you might get, as it happens in the lead up to the day of filming, you get replacement pages to slot into your episode, So the pages go from white to blue to green to pink to yellow sometimes, like that many small changes so that everybody's up to speed. Colin Feore, if his dialogue, when he first gets the script, he writes out every word of his dialogue in a notepad. And then if the script dialogue changes in any way, he rewrites the scene again, right? And then he goes back to his, and then he writes the feelings that he's having as Hargreaves about the scene. And he's writing. He's going back through he is like Reginald Hargreaves.
Yeah.
The Notebook.
Yeah.
He's like he was born to play that role. So exploring Klaus's powers was really exploring the contents of Colin Feore's head.
I like that. That's an interesting description. And then Tom, for you, interestingly enough, I feel like this is one of the less physical seasons for Luther in comparison to before. What was that like?
It depends what you mean by physical, Grant.
That's true. I guess from an action perspective, let's say.
Yeah.
What
kind of action you mean?
You got me again. What was it like for you exploring this another side of Luther this season in comparison to before?
Yeah, I mean, it's so much more fun for me this year. I've loved delving into like the traumatic side of Luther, and the darker side of what he's gone through. But he lets go a lot of those hang-ups this year, and I really enjoy bringing this more fun side of him, who's kind of let go. And once he gets laid, he's like, well, I could get used to this. And he falls in love. He properly falls in love. And I think, it's a side for me as an actor, I've never really done a proper love story like that before. So it was a new thing for me. It was a new challenge for me. Fortunately, Jen was an amazing partner, to do that story with. And she's great. She's so much fun and brilliant as Sloane. Yeah. So yeah, I had a great time, man. It was a really nice transition for me to bring this side of Luther out.
It's nice the way like it took all the dropping of all the pressure and the duty and things. Suddenly love comes.
Yeah, when you let it go.
Yeah.
Not as uptight.
Well, before I go, Tom, I'm a big Resident Evil fan, so I am curious. Have you heard any rumblings about possibly coming back for another movie?
Well, it was what I know is it was very successful, and in terms of particularly on demand. A lot of people sat at home and watched it. So I think they're very happy over at Constantine and Sony and all the guys who run that show. And yeah, I mean, I certainly hope to go back and play Albert Wesker again. You know, it ended in a way that I was like, oh, I could get used to this guy, you know. And I think also to where he's going, I think it could be very interesting. So I certainly hope so, yeah.
Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for that. I'm on episode 8 of season 3 right now, so I look forward to finishing it and spreading the word. Thank you guys both so much for taking the time to chat. I really do.
Enjoy the wedding.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah, I will. Have a good one.